We're in peak spooky season, so it's time to channel your inner hollow man with an overlooked and slept exotic build, and it's here for you in 3 minutes or less. This one is all about maximising your solar weapon synergy whilst turning everything into a scene from Dante's Peak. Hallowfire Heart got a huge game changing buff this season and literally nobody is talking about it. This exotic now has some perfect solar subclass synergy, as not only does it offer you a 350% grenade and melee regeneration rate boost when your super is full, but now it'll also allow you to create sunspots on any solar weapon final blow while stood within a sunspot. Sunspots are what makes the world go round on your Sunbreaker Titans, and this exotic now turns the heat all the way up. It might not sound like much, but this exotic update from season 22 effectively adds both an area of effect and damage over time effect to literally any of your favourite solar weapons. Sunspots have numerous benefits, but straight up they'll cause damage to targets inside and apply stacks of scorch to them as well. You'll have to create them first, and so fortunately there's a few ways you can do this. Sol Invictus is going to be the main way to do it, and this aspect will create them from solar ability final blows, defeating scorch targets, or from the Hammer of Sol super. Simply get a bonk hammer or grenade final blow and it's time to watch the world burn. But as an added bonus, sunspots with Sol Invictus will grant you restoration. This is going to grant you a constant source of healing, which if you've chucked on the Ember of Torches to apply radiant on bonking enemies with your hammer, you can then chain this indefinitely with the Ember of Empyrean equipped. You will literally melt enemies with the 25% damage boost from radiant and become a towering inferno with unlimited health regen from restoration. On top of this, standing in the sunspot will grant 100% boosted grenade and melee regeneration rate, which does stack with Hallowfire Heart. These sunspots will last for 20 seconds, so you can easily get multiple going, and this allows you to jump from fire puddle to fire puddle. Remember that defeating scorch targets also creates sunspots, so effectively the sunspots themselves can and will do this more often than not, but you can really double down on this by adding your favourite incandescent weapon into the mix. This will maximise your scorching effect, and ultimately it'll allow you to add a bit more flair to the build by combining the powerful Ember of Searing to grant more melee energy with the devastating Consecration aspect. The bonk hammer is just for show to get the ball rolling in this build, as Consecration is the real gem. You'll find that you'll have this slam dunk attack available more often than you thought thanks to this massive cooldown bonuses that you have in this setup. Hitting any scorched enemy with the second part of the slam will instantly ignite them, causing them to explode. Then with the Ember of Char, you'll spread scorch to targets affected by this ignition, probably creating more sunspots at the same time, and just keep the whole gameplay loop going. You'll also find a ton of fire sprites around thanks to the Ember of Searing, and these will grant grenade energy when collected. I'd just add in a few mods like these shown here, as well as a few solar weapon surge mods, and you'll wonder why you didn't dust this exotic off sooner. It's a super strong solar build, and you can then pair it with this endgame ready DPS monster for some boss melting damage.